Hey everyone. Welcome to Professor Larry Page. Here we share knowledge about ways to earn income from businesses apart from your monthly income. Please follow my page for more useful tips like this. Likes, share to other people benefit from our page. Today's topic is on fish farming, an increasingly popular method of fish production that is helping meet the growing demand for fish protein worldwide. Fish farming, or aquaculture, involves growing fish under controlled conditions, providing a safe and sustainable source of fish for human consumption. In this video, we will be taking an in-depth look at fish farming, exploring the different methods used to raise fish, the benefits of fish farming, and the challenges that fish farmers face. So sit back, relax, and let's dive into the world of fish farming. Section 1. What is fish farming? Fish farming involves growing fish in an artificial environment, either in tanks or large ponds. Unlike wild fish, farmed fish are raised in a controlled environment where temperature, food, and water quality are carefully monitored to ensure optimal growth and health. There are several methods of fish farming, including pond culture, cage culture, and tank culture. Each method has its own advantages and disadvantages, and the choice of method depends on various factors, such as the type of fish, the available resources, and the geographic location. Pond culture. Pond culture is the most common method of fish farming, particularly in developing countries. In pond culture, fish are raised in a large, shallow pond where water quality, temperature, and food supply are carefully controlled. Ponds are usually stocked with fingerlings, which are small fish that are just a few weeks old. The fish are then left to grow and mature over several months, after which they are harvested. One of the advantages of pond culture is that it is relatively inexpensive and simple to set up. Ponds can be constructed using locally available materials, such as soil and clay, and can be managed by a single person or a small team. In addition, pond culture can be used to raise a wide variety of fish species, including carp, tilapia, and catfish. However, pond culture also has some disadvantages. For instance, ponds can be affected by seasonal changes, such as droughts and floods, which can impact the growth and survival of the fish. In addition, pond culture is more vulnerable to diseases and parasites, which can spread quickly through the water. Cage culture. Cage culture involves raising fish in cages or net pens that are suspended in open water, such as lakes or oceans. Fish are stocked into the cages, where they are fed and monitored until they reach maturity. Once the fish have reached maturity, they are harvested and sold. The advantage of cage culture is that it allows fish farmers to raise fish where natural conditions are favorable, such as in clean water with a high nutrient supply. In addition, cage culture is less susceptible to disease, as the cages can be easily monitored and treated. However, cage culture also has some disadvantages. For instance, cages can be susceptible to damage from storms, waves, and predators, which can result in loss of fish. In addition, cage culture requires regular maintenance, including cleaning and monitoring for parasites and diseases. Tank culture. Tank culture involves growing fish in tanks or other artificial containers, which are usually located indoors. Unlike pond culture and cage culture, tank culture provides complete control over the fish's environment, including water quality, temperature, and nutrient supply. The advantage of tank culture is that it allows fish farmers to raise fish in areas where natural conditions are unfavorable, such as in urban environments or regions with limited water resources. In addition, tank culture can be used to raise high-value fish species, such as salmon, which require specific conditions for growth and survival. However, tank culture also has some disadvantages. For instance, it is more expensive to set up and maintain than other methods, as it requires specialized equipment and facilities. In addition, tank culture is more vulnerable to mechanical failures, such as power outages, which can impact the health and survival of the fish. Section 2, Benefits of Fish Farming. Fish farming has several benefits, both for the environment and for human society. Let's take a closer look at some of these benefits. 1. Increase in food production. Fish farming is an important source of food production, particularly in regions where wild fish stocks are declining or where there is a high demand for fish protein. According to the Food and Agricultural Organization, FAO, more than half of the fish consumed globally now comes from fish farms, and this proportion is expected to increase in the future. 2. Sustainable production. Fish farming can be a sustainable method of food production, as it relies on renewable resources, such as water and sunlight. In addition, many fish farmers use sustainable practices, such as reducing the use of antibiotics and chemicals, and using feed that is sourced from sustainable sources. 3. Economic benefits. Fish farming can provide economic benefits to rural communities and small-scale fish farmers, as it can generate income and employment opportunities. In addition, fish farming can provide a steady income source, as fish can be harvested several times a year. 4. Reduced fishing pressure. Fish farming can help reduce fishing pressure on wild fish stocks, which are often overexploited or endangered. By producing fish in a controlled environment, fish farmers can help meet the growing demand for fish protein without depleting wild stocks. Section 3, Challenges in Fish Farming. While fish farming has several benefits, it is not without its challenges. Here are some of the main challenges that fish farmers face. 1. Disease and parasites. Fish farms can be susceptible to disease and parasites, which can spread quickly through the water and affect the health and survival of the fish. Managing disease and parasites can be expensive and time-consuming, and requires regular monitoring and treatment. 2. Water quality. Water quality is a critical factor in fish farming, and poor water quality can lead to stress, disease, and reduced growth rates in fish. Maintaining optimal water quality requires regular monitoring and management, which can be challenging in large-scale operations. 3. Environmental impact. Fish farming can have a significant environmental impact, particularly if it is not managed properly. Excessive nutrient and waste discharge from fish farms can pollute waterways, damage ecosystems, and impact wild fish populations. 4. Feed availability. Fish feed is a critical component of fish farming, and its availability and cost can impact the profitability of fish farming operations. Currently, the majority of fish feed is made from wild fish stocks, which can contribute to overfishing and environmental degradation. Section 4, Conclusion. Fish farming is an important method of food production that is helping meet the growing demand for fish protein worldwide. With its many benefits, including increased food production, sustainable production practices, and economic benefits for rural communities, fish farming is an attractive option for small-scale and large-scale fish farmers. However, fish farming also has its challenges, including disease and parasites, water quality management, environmental impact, and feed availability. Addressing these challenges will be critical for ensuring the long-term sustainability and profitability of fish farming operations. Thank you for watching this video on fish farming. We hope that it has given you a better understanding of this important topic. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them in the comments section below.